we know that the future is the unknown, and the tasks that we have to prepare our children to cope with are not yet visible to us. They will probably emerge. They are emerging while we're talking. They will emerge in the next 5 years. So as an educator, when students come to my university, I know that they have 4 years of studying, maybe 2 years of adjusting to the market. By then the market has changed completely. So I have to teach them 3 things. And I think these 3 things are very basic. Or maybe for me, they constitute the essence of the 21st century skills. First of all, they have to have the tools to learn, because learning is an endless process. What you learn now is irrelevant tomorrow, so you have to learn again and again and again and again. And this is something that we have to teach our students, and it's not easy because we grew up in an age where you studied something, okay, you know that. Now you have to say to your students, you study that, but next year you have to study that again, and next year you have to study that again, and again, and again, and again. So it's a journey that never ends, and students have to understand that. It's important for them to know that the final sort of stage of learning is not going to be reached ever. It's just a journey, again and again and again. The second thing is that they have to be adaptable. Because if they thought they'll do one thing, they'll probably change different careers, different settings, maybe different geographical locations, and they have to know how to adjust. They have to know that things are going to look different, and they will have to not only learn, but sometimes give up some of their old habits and acquire new ones. They have to learn how to work in team, because nothing is done now individually. They have to become very much aware of the way the market changes. So while they're learning, they know they're learning something in order to experience learning, but what they learn is something that will be adjusted to the new realities. And third, and I think maybe the most important thing, is to teach them how to be good people, because professional people need to know their profession, they need to know how to act, they need to know how to perform their task. But in the background of everything we do, there is a moral theory. And we want our students to be good people. We want them to be attentive to others. We want them to understand their role as communal leaders. We spoke in the beginning about leadership. You can be a leader not only if you are head of state or head of a university. You should be a leader of your team, of your neighborhood, maybe of your friends. It's something that you should be taking into account when you perform a task, that you need to think also about the moral essence of that task. And I think that is a kind of protection. After the Holocaust, after the terrible things that happened all around the world with technology used for the worst kind of purposes, people need to know that the fact that somebody tells them to do something with technology, and that technology exists, it's not a good enough reason to do it. They have to evaluate what they're asked to do and be brave enough and probably free enough to decide whether to do it or not. So at the end of the day, you can't blame technology or somebody who gave you an order. You have to blame yourself or to praise yourself for what you're doing.